Welcome back to WagerTalk TV. I'm your host, Steve Merrill, joined by Brian Leonard and Tony Finn, both from WagerTalk.com. We're going to break down an NFC battle in the NFL this Sunday afternoon between the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. We get to some insight on this game in just a moment. Quick reminder, though, if you'd like to get a 50% discount on any daily package, you can do so right now with a special promo code DAILY50, DAILY50. Use that at either WagerTalk.com or SportsMemo.com to take half price, 50% off any daily package, DAILY50 right now, WagerTalk and Sports Memo. Brian Leonard, let me start with you. Tony Finn's warming up on the wings there. We're going to start with you on this one. Packers right now on the road at Detroit. Detroit fires their coach, some of the GM, everyone else last week. They clean house basically, and they come out and they upset the Chicago Bears. I mean, I guess we can call it an upset. They were a 3-point dog. I think Chicago's now lost, 5 out of 6. So it's not like the Bears are at the level of the Packers. But now they play another divisional team in Green Bay. Brian, can they keep it going against the Packers, who are 4-1 straight up? Their last 5 back-to-back double-digit wins. Looks like one of the hottest teams in the league, Brian.
Yeah, they are. And normally I do a lot of my handicapping with stats, and I compare the stats. I think you have to throw the stats out a little bit when you're taking a look at the Detroit Lions here. Coming into the season, when everybody was playing their season wins, there were a lot of people that were really high on the Detroit Lions. And a lot of the people I respect felt that way, even though they knew who the Detroit coach was. So now that the coach is gone, we saw the team come out last week. Yeah, it was the Bears. And they could have easily lost that game. They were losing for most of the game, but they got the victory. And when you heard from the players afterwards, they were very happy about the situation. That was some joy that they didn't have earlier in the season. I've never seen former players come out in unison and applaud the coaching fire as they did last week. Renewed energy here in Detroit, and that's something you just can't get in your stats if you're taking a year-end stats. All the stats for all season long. That said, the Packers have scored 30 or more points in 9 to 12 games. Only once have they been held less than 22. They're going to score probably 30 again here against this Detroit team. Detroit last week, they tied a season high at 34 points, and they had 460 yards, which is clearly the best they've had all season. Rather than playing aside here, I think we're going to see a shootout. Green Bay against this Detroit defense in the Dome. Obviously, I think Green Bay is going to put a lot of points on the board. Detroit, with an excellent quarterback, if you could just get the healthy receivers out there, could put points on the board too. I like this game to go over the total. I think that's the way I'm going to take a look at this. Green Bay's probably going to be a very popular teaser leg at the current number, but with a high-scoring game, I'm less inclined to play it on a teaser, as the points are worth more in a lower-scoring game. I think this game goes over the total. That'll be my side on this one.
Yeah, and Brian, I mean, we're looking at a total of about 55 and a half out there right now. So that would make, approximately a 31-24 final, 32-24. So the team total, I'm expecting the Packers to be around that 31 and a half range. Maybe worth a look there in the over as well, because as you mentioned, Green Bay has been really unstoppable. And Tony, Detroit looks like maybe they have picked things up offensively. Stafford, got healthy a few weeks ago, finally started to return at least. And if you look at that game last week against the Bears, Detroit only had 60 rushing yards on 22 attempts, but they threw for 400 yards, Tony. That's almost 10 yards per pass attempt on 42 attempts. And that could also spell some points in this one. So the over 55 and a half, wouldn't be surprised to see that number go higher this week.
I'm with Brian here. And first off, I'm not at the professional level. I don't place a lot of weight on sandwich games or a team is coming off a loss, a bounce back game. Title them, label them what you want. I don't. It's different than college for me. At least I believe it is. And the people I've talked to, the players I've talked to, it's different. But there's something to said about this Detroit team, as Ryan mentioned, without the Belichick disciple. There was issues there, more issues than most of us knew. I think the players did a pretty good job, at least to some degree, of keeping it silent. Without Galladay, without a healthy Galladay and Swift, it's an impossibility for even Matthew Stafford, who's a great quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback to keep pace and keep points and stay connected to the Green Bay Packers. So those guys have to be healthy. If they're not, you're either on Green Bay or you're out of the room. And in this situation, until I have all the injury information, I would say this. it's Green Bay or nothing. If Galladay's going to play, if Swift is healthy, and Stafford's feeling good, then Katie bar to the door. Detroit's always they covered against Green Bay, I think 6 times before week 1 of this year or week 2 of this year when Detroit blew an 11-point lead. So there we are.
Yeah, and guys, I've been doing a video the last 3 weeks, the most public plays in the NFL here on Wager Talk TV, and so far 9-1 against the spread, playing against those most public plays each week. The only one that is covered during the last 3 weeks in that video was the Green Bay Packers last week, and they went off as about a 8-point favorite. They're up 7 late. They're running the ball, and they break away the long touchdown run that makes the difference. But I did mention on the video last week the price is inflated, but the teaser play works. And as Brian referenced, they're going to be a heavy teaser play once again, taking them from 7.5 down to 1.5, puts them in a straight up win situation. Only thing that might keep them from being one of the top 3 public plays again is the fact Detroit did win last week. But tune in later this week, folks, to find out if the Packers once again are one of the 3 most public plays on that video. And don't forget, guys, WagerTalk.com, SportsMemo.com. Daily 50, daily 50 gets you half price on any daily package at either site. You get a 50% discount when you use promo code DAILY50, DAILY50 for a half price special on any daily package right now. WagerTalk.com, SportsMemo.com. For Tony Finn, Brian Leonard, I'm Steve Merrill, wishing you all the best of luck this weekend, and check in daily for more videos here on Wager Talk TV.